Hello everyone, this is Studiolife with Faith Honeybee Setley. Hope everybody's having a great day out there. It's a little bit drizzly and drippy, so do stay dry. Not been on for a little bit. I've been running about doing taxis and dump runs. We had a really bad storm last week and it did a lot of wind damage to my dad's place, so I've been sorting that out as well. But I'm back. Now, the original plan was to do some finger painting for you lot, but that's going to have to wait until a couple of videos later tonight, as I want to try and get some colour down on this Coliseum this morning. The finger painting, as you can see, I've started down here, and I can stop and I can start as I pick and choose, and I can put the paint away, so it's no problem at all. But this Coliseum, I've made a little wash in a shot glass. Fruit cups and shot glasses, who knew? You knew I was different, didn't you now? But this will evaporate if I don't use it ASAP, so I can't really leave it sit and twiddle its thumbs. So later on tonight, doing some finger painting involving these two pencils and a boatload of other paint. And I will also be bringing in some cloud cover on the skyline with this bush in another video. And I'll be using Deco Art neon blue paint. I use a lot of Deco Art in my work, and white FW inks. So I'll be mixing those together and showing you how I do it. Now, what is in this lovely little paint wash in this pretty little shot glass? We have Surprise Deco Art daffodil yellow acrylic paint. Now, when I started off my career, I used to use nothing but acrylic paints, and then I found out they were rather flat, rather matte, which is great if you want that effect, but I tend to mix them with things now because of that effect. So that is in that wash, and we're back to this little beaut right here, FW inks. That is in there as well as some water. So, also, what is this? I showed this in my little snippet for Instagram and Twitter and all that. This is also a paint wash. Doesn't look like it, does it? But it is. It's a metallic gold paint wash. Now, you say, how can you use metallics in a paint wash? Well, I will tell you. Some you can, some you can't. It depends on the paint. Now, there's lots of brands of lots of types of metallic paint. Some of them are generic. What is generic? Generic is something that is not toxic. It's got really minute traces of, being totally metallic, gold or silver or whatever you use, or whatever you want to use. This is one of those kinds. I can finger paint with this. I can put it in washes and it mixes well with water and it's just lovely. This is a medium, if I can get my video to not muff up, this is a medium type metallic paint. This I will not use with my fingers, simply because it does have a greater level of toxicity, but at the same time it will mix well with water and blends well with the generic brands. So, that is in that wash as well as this generic brand. Those two metallic paints are in that little wash with water. Now, this little beaut right here, you might recognize this bottle. It is model paint, metallic model paint, and you do not use this with your fingers under any circumstance. It's toxic. Once it's on the painting, it's fine. Don't worry about it once it's on the painting. But to use it with your fingers, it's a no, no, no. Whatever brush you use with this, got to say, you will have to bin it, because you can't really wash that stuff out. It sticks your brush together and it does a nasty on it. So I don't use this very often, unless it's something that I really want to stand out on a painting. If I'm doing a bunch of other washes over the top of it, or I really want something to pop. Word of warning, this stuff stinks to high heaven as well, so do use in a ventilated area and be very, very careful. Now, I'm taking this brush this morning. And by the way, you cannot use this in a wash. You can't. It won't mix well with water or anything. So, back to this little gem. We've got our little wash. Now I'm going to mix this up. I have prepped the Coliseum before this. Now, what does that mean by prepping it? When I did the pencil work on it, I let it set, then I sprayed it with a fixative. So, because I didn't want to lose my pencil line. See, I can rub that. Nothing comes off. My finger's already dirty anyway. Sorry, I should use a different finger. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Clean finger. It's not coming off. I was finger painting this morning. Sorry about that. And then I went over that with acrylic white to highlight some of this stuff. So that is also not going to come off. Now I'm taking this wash and I'm taking the smallest brush I have. And I'm just going to do this. Because I want this to stand out. Now I'm going to have to do this more than once, obviously. So I'm just going to slather this puppy on. Because the fixative wants to muck up the paint just a little bit. But after a couple of washes, this will be good to go. And I'm going to do this like all over this thing. So yes, I will definitely have to use a couple of washes because I want to bring in color on this. And then once it's dry, and my computer just went off, sorry about that. Once it's dry, the pencil lines will show through and I will be able to put the gold on. The gold wash. Of course, I have to mix it up. All the gold has sort of sifted to the bottom of the wash. And it looks like not much is happening at the moment, but there really is. Once this is all set, the first time round, it's difficult to take. But once this is dry, I will do it again. And then it will take better. You can tell there's a bit of a difference between this area and this area. So it is working. It's just been a little stubborn. Must be British. Okay, so that's what I'm doing this morning. And hopefully you like what I do and you keep subscribing. And stay tuned for the finger painting and the cloud cover videos tonight. And who knows, I might actually even show you putting on the gold. It's got a little wee bit over. That's okay. And I'm just going to keep working this on both sections. And have a fabulous day. If you like what I do, please subscribe, by the way. And take care. Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye-bye.